Hey guys, what's going on? It's Corey. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk to you about some hardware. I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know you want to see what it is, so let's welcome you back to the Cloud Corner. Alright guys, as you just saw, we are talking about the Asmodus Minikin. It's a cool little device made by Asmodus. It's 120 watt regulated. Also does 60 watt temp control. It takes dual 18650s, and I know you want to take a look at it, so let's go up close and show you. Alright guys, so today we are talking about the Asmodus Minikin, which is a slick little device. Nothing too crazy, but nothing too not crazy. Alright, so it's about that big. I mean, let's put it next to something we all know, which would be probably about the size of a sub-tank. So if you put it there, it's about a little bit bigger than a sub-tank. So it's actually quite small and portable, which is good. So we have the mod itself. We'll talk a little bit about that. We have a 510 up on top. Let's see if we can get that for you. Very nice flush 510, nothing too wide, just very simple and small. On the bottom, you're going to have your vent holes. It's about there's 12 of them. 3, 6, 9, 12. Awesome. Then you have your screen, which, there we go. You adjust with these buttons right here. So if you want to go up, obviously it would go up. You want to go down. If it doesn't want to stay zoomed. There we go. So you go down. Fire, of course, would be this button. Now, there's also a little trick to lock it. So if you press this top button over here and this button together, it'll lock it. So that's basically the, you can't change up, down. You can't even fire it until you press it again to unlock it, which is a neat little feature. I actually use it quite often when I'm using the device. But let's talk about a little bit more about the enclosure. So if you look at the enclosure, it has these little lines here, 1 and 2, and those are actually to grab a hold of it to get the sled off. So the sled's actually just a normal little C-frame made of, feels like maybe a hardened aluminum or metal type. So then you also have your batteries that you put in. I have Samsung batteries, so we'll take those out real quick so you can see the sled. Alright, so if you look on the bottom of the sled, it has plus, let's see if we can get up there, plus and minus signs for the batteries so you know which way to put them in. So obviously plus battery safety is definitely a must, and up going in, or from the bottom up. Alright, so put that together. It locks by a little magnet. You gotta actually pull it a little bit, but once it gets in there, it's pretty stuck. Now, to turn on the mod, it's actually a 5-click on and off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's Modus, and then it comes right up there. Now, one little issue I've been having with this is that occasionally it will randomly shut off on you. Might be due to something in my error, but I've occasionally had to click it 5 times after letting it sit in my pocket, which what I usually do is put it on locked. So when I should press it again, it should come back to locked, and I should be able to unlock it. But once in a while, I guess maybe the way it moves around, the battery might move around a little bit. So on that end, it's kind of you see that right there? Maybe that's what happens, because they're not actually fully set in the batteries. Like there's a little bit of wiggle room. See, even with this on, there's a little bit of wiggle room. Now, I'm not saying it's a deal breaker, because this mod is beautiful for 120 watt regulated dual 18650 mod, but it can be annoying when you go to hit it and there's nothing there. But this is the Asmodus Minikin, and you can see the reflection of the webcam right there. And it's a pretty nifty device, and overall I like it. And besides the few little things that bug me about it, it's a pretty nice mod. So we'll go back out and sum it up and send you on your way. Alright guys, as you can see, this is a cool little device from what I've shown you, and I actually really like it. But for me, just there's a couple of things, like I said, up close that kind of bug me, but in the end, overall, it's a pretty nifty device for the cost. I will link in the description where you can get one, and you can check it out yourself. If you do like this video, please subscribe. If you don't, subscribe anyway because it's free and it doesn't hurt. If you want to check out some of my other videos, that'd be cool too. And leave a comment. I love to talk to all my viewers. So we'll see you next time on the Cloud Corner.